Did you know fuel once sold for just 3 kobo in Nigeria? So, how did we get here? In 2023, the Nigerian government officially removed fuel subsidy. Overnight, fuel prices more than double. Life come hard well for plenty people. Transport costs rose. Food became more expensive. Businesses struggled. But this is not the first time. Fuel price hikes have happened over and over again in Nigeria's history. And each time, the people pay the price. So how did all this begin? They tell us say subsidy no fit last. Naija dey lose money, we must comot am. That's the official line. But let's rewind. Make we waka go back to when Naija first jam oil. It was 1956 in a small town called Oloibiri in today's Bayelsa State. Shell BP discovered Nigeria's first commercial oil well. By 1958, oil don dey flow like say tap burst. Naija begin enter better era, or na so we think. By the time Naija collect independence for 1960, oil don become our national ATM. For small time, e be like say this oil go carry us enter greatness. We dey dream big. For 1970s, under General Yakubu Gowon, oil boom burst everywhere. Naija dey jollificate. Fuel was cheap. Government projects were everywhere. A liter of petrol, just 3 kobo. But for back of camera, one kind different film dey play. Nigeria had started importing refined fuel, even though we were producing crude oil. You can imagine. Why? Our refinery dem either no reach, or dem dey work like dem dey sick. By the early 1980s, Nigeria was already spending more to import fuel than to refine locally. Then came 1986. General Babangida introduced SAP, Structural Adjustment Program. IMF and World Bank dey ginger am. One major recommendation: reduce subsidies, let market forces decide prices. Na from here fuel price start to rise like bread wey dem bake with yeast overdose. For 1988, petrol jump from 20 kobo to 60 kobo. People eyes start to red. In 1993, during Ernest Shonokan's short rule, e jumped to 5 naira. Nigerians protested when General Abacha jack power. He reduced am small go 3 naira 25 kobo just to make everybody calm down. But after Abacha kpai and we enter democracy for 1999, fuel price begin do gym again. President Obasanjo raised fuel price like 5 times. 1999, 11 naira, 2000, 22 naira, 2003, 26 naira, 2004, 49 naira, 2007, 75 naira. Na so the thing climb ladder. 11 naira, 22 naira, 26 naira, 49 naira, 75 naira. Like say we dey climb story building. Each time labor unions protested, roads were blocked, markets shut down, ordinary people suffered, while leaders promised a better tomorrow. Then came President Goodluck Jonathan, who in 2012 announced full removal of fuel subsidy. Fuel price jumped from 65 naira to 141 naira overnight. Nigerians poured into the streets. Na there Occupy Nigeria show face. It was one of the largest civil movements in Nigeria history. The protest worked partly. Fuel price was reduced to 97 naira. But the people had learned something. Every increase was always explained, always justified, yet things never got better. Today, despite being one of Africa's largest oil producers, Nigeria imports most of its petrol. Refineries across the country, in Warri, Kaduna, and Port Harcourt, are mostly non-functional. Successive governments have blamed subsidy, but rarely fixed the real problem. We depend on others to refine what we produce. Over the years, the poor have become poorer, and yet the story repeats itself. Still, Nigerians are resilient. People hustle, adapt, survive. But imagine if we had working refineries, stable electricity, and leadership that prioritized the people. Would we still be here? Here is something many don't know. In 1973, during the oil boom, Nigeria was so rich that the government gave loans to other African countries. Yes, Nigeria once loaned money to Ghana during their economic crisis. But today, we no fit afford fuel wey we produce with our own hand. Shame dey cry. How did a country with so much oil, so much hope, end up in this cycle? Na bad planning cause am, or we get another level we never see? Why you think say fuel price just dey rise dey go for Naija? Drop your mind for comment, make we reason am together. Share this with someone who needs to hear it.